MCF is Maryland Coalition of Families. We support families who have children with behavioral health and mental health challenges, loved ones with substance use challenges, and problem gambling. An example of a family that should call Maryland Coalition of Families would be a family who has a child who is struggling in school or maybe out in the community, outbursts at home. Also, those adults who are having issues out in the community or at home that could, use help from us when it comes down to substance use or problem gambling. When you call MCF, there will be a short intake process. The intake specialist will get information from you, personal information, go in a little detail about what services you would need, what support you would need, and you will then be connected with an FPSS in your county and is aware of the resources that are needed in your community. When you come to MCF support, you will be paired with a family peer support specialist that has lived experience. Our support ranges from one-on-one support, support groups, and virtual trainings. If you'd like more information on our events, please visit our website page or Facebook. Our services are not based on income or insurance. There are no eligibility requirements. There's no cost to families, and we're fully funded. We also service English and Spanish-speaking families. Here at MCF, we collaborate with local partners to help build a support team just for you. Even if you're unsure, please call MCF. We're here to connect, support, and empower.
Hello and greetings from the Charles County Transit Division. We are proud to announce our enhanced Brandywine Connector route, which will allow you to reach the Metro and other destinations outside of Charles County. This route stops at Brandywine Crossing, neighborhoods along Western Parkway, and the Waldorf Senior Center and Recreation Center. It also makes a connection with Prince George's County's The Bus, Route 36. To learn about this route and others and view bus schedules, please visit our website at go-vango.com. On this site, you can also access our Vango Trip Planner online or download the Double Map app on your smartphone to plan your next trip and view bus locations in real time. All of these resources are at your fingertips to help improve your travel experience. Vango Transportation works each day to get you where you need to go safely and on time.
My name is Taylor Yewell. I'm the Chief of Development of the Economic Development Department. And I'm here today to talk about some significant projects that we've been working on for some time and will have an important fiscal and economic impact on Charles County for years to come. I'm going to start with a project that we've been working on for some time. And it's been a real, genuine team effort. I would say being led by our Planning and Growth Management Department. We've been very involved from the beginning. They've done much of the heavy lifting, and as has the legal department. And so it's been, again, a collaborative team effort, and that is the Waldorf Station project planned for the North Waldorf area just below the Prince George's County line. It is a mixed-use project. It's about a $220 million investment, and it's ready to get underway this year in 2021. We'd like to thank the Board of Education and the Board of County Commissioners and the Planning Commission for understanding the need for revisions in the school seat allocation policy to enable this project to move forward in other what are considered to be priority projects. And priority projects are those criteria that are needed to meet that designation are a mix of uses. We'd like to see positive fiscal impact. In other words, it generates more taxes than it does fiscal expenses or general government expenses, including Board of Education. This project definitely meets that criteria, and we look forward to beginning work on that this year. It'll be definitely an improvement for North Waldorf. It replaces vacant, underutilized properties, the old Waldorf Motel, the Embassy Dairy, and I think will be a positive impact on the tax base in Charles County for decades to come. The second project we want to talk about is another one that we've been working on for some time. Amazon will be operating a last mile distribution center in Waldorf, and they approached us in 2017, and we've been working with them since then. They purchased a 200,000 square foot warehouse in St. Charles that had been vacant for 10 years. So they'll be reactivating that. They'll be employing between 200 to 300 full-time equivalent workers. So that's very significant because it reactivates a property that's been long underutilized, and will also bring net new employment to Charles County. Again, it was a collaborative effort. Planning and Growth Management have been very instrumental in seeing this project forward, including the permit department. I can't thank them enough. Moving on to Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser Permanente just announced that they are going to develop a $100 million campus here in South Waldorf near White Plains on US 301. Kaiser Permanente first approached us in late 2019. What they were proposing at the time was just to establish a foothold in Charles County. They were proposing a 4,000 square foot walk-in clinic, outpatient clinic, with the possible intention of, expanding to one of their hubs in future years, let's say within the next 5 years or so. And during their due diligence, I think Kaiser Permanente made the decision to go big, if you will. So that 4,000 square foot outpatient clinic grew into what they call one of their regional hubs. Then more along the lines of a 100,000 square foot campus with the option to expand another 60,000 square feet. They're projected to open first phase in 2025, so we'll very much look forward to having them here. Another key project is the U.S. Bomb Technicians Association location in Indian Head. They wanted a presence near NSWC. They have a lot in common. NSWC blows things up. U.S. Bomb Technician has a lot of expertise in blowing things up or otherwise preventing explosions. So they're a membership organization. They have members like Homeland Security, the FBI, many law enforcement agencies, and so forth. The great thing about, and they already have a small presence in Indian Head. They've got about 3 people there now. They want to eventually expand that to 8. When the pandemic starts to wane, we all start to get vaccinated and things get back to some sense of normalcy, they will be planning on having probably 8 to 12 events a year in Indian Head. They would like to utilize the Velocity Center in Indian Head. So we look very forward to them, ramping up and beginning their operations. But they've also had the effect, since they've got so many contacts and members, of attracting attention to Charles County and Indian Head. And a couple of the other firms that are now interested in having a presence in Charles County are ARA, which is a large multidisciplinary engineering firm. They also have an energetics group there. They are planning on bringing 10 to 20 employees eventually into Charles County, and they've committed to coming to Indian Head as well. A third group company that wants to go to Indian Head is called Memzel. They are a high-tech production company, and their expertise is in nanofiber technology. They're on the short list to get a DoD grant to produce nanofiber technology COVID-19 masks. If that happens, they'll have an even larger presence than just a few people in Indian Head. They actually would want to open up a production facility somewhere in Charles County. That's yet to be determined, but we are working on 1 or 2 candidates for that. To wrap it up, and talk a little bit about Maryland Airport. A new group, ADP, purchased the airport back in 2019. They're in the process of going through some improvements on the airport, in the airport, runway expansion. This is all in a master plan that was submitted some years ago. What the rezoning will accomplish, we feel, is that given the interest in companies located in Charles County and Indian Head specifically, is at some point, if we can manage to attract enough business, they're going to grow out of Indian Head pretty quickly and are going to be seeking to move north up into Bryan's Road, and we thought that the airport would be a appropriate area for companies of this nature to move into. When the airport was on the market, we probably had half a dozen prospective buyers come through our department and talk to the Board of County Commissioners at the time about acquiring the airport and locating their operations here. We stay in pretty regular contact with the current owners, and the interest in the airport has not subsided. There are biotech firms that are making inquiries about locating around the airport. They want to be able to utilize the runway for their operations and so forth. So we feel like the airport rezoning, which is going through the process right now, will be a significant benefit to the county in terms of economic development. So I think that's it for our 2021 update on economic development activities, and we hope to bring you some additional updates a year or so from now.
Applying for jobs with Charles County government is now easier and more efficient. Visit www.charlescountymd.gov for more information.